Alright guys, welcome back to the continuation of the hasport motor mounts part, and we are happy to announce that we finally got the engine side, the engine mount on, the rear motor mount and bracket on, along with the transmission mount bracket. And here we are. Of course, there's the driver's side motor mounts. We left it loose for right now so that when we can drop the engine in, we can easily put the bolt through it and it won't fight with us. For the rear motor mount, I do have some info for you. Of course, we used washers that's been supplied in the kit. Now, up here, as you already know, that there's no ear right here. So with that being said, we also had this little bit of extra room. So when I tightened down these 3 bolts, I had noticed that there was still a pretty big gap right there. So I went ahead and loosened all of them back up, put the bolt through, but dropped the washer. I dropped the washer right back in this little crevice. Put the bolt all the way through, and of course put another nut in along with the nylon washer. Now all this hardware is supplied with the hasport motor mount kit. That's pretty much about it right there, and that's the transmission one. The bolt there. Fortunately, in the kit it didn't supply bolt for here, so we went ahead and used the stock one. Washer, bolt, and that's pretty much about it. And as you guys remember in our last video, there's the bracket. If you guys didn't see this, how this was installed, go check out our other video on that. I think you guys will be really happy with the information we have on that. And of course, we got the rear on as we speak. The rear's already on, and that's pretty much about it. So, on to the next one. putting stuff on that.
Yeah, I know. You gotta have it in. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Did it?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yep.
Hmm.
On the ground.
Yeah, it's barely rubbing. Or it's barely touching, but it's touching.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe once the other one tightens up?
I don't know. Seriously, dude, that's... You might notice the sound for a little while until it eventually wears through.
Maybe once that back one gets tightened.
I don't think so. I don't think so, honestly. It's really close. Alright guys, to give you guys a good understanding of what we're looking at right now, this kit does work for this car, but we have noticed it to be very tedious. It's not hard to put it in or whatever, but we had issues, as you can already see, with the transmission mounts bolting in place. And from what I have noticed, the top of the transmission, the little hump at the very edge, is just barely touching, and that's what was giving us the difficulty on getting the mount to bolt into the bracket properly. But I'll give you guys a good idea of what it looks like. Right about there. That's the issue that it was giving us. So probably what we're going to have to do is later on down the road, maybe after we get this thing fired up, is just simply just knock it or do something with it, because that's I'm not happy with that. But other than that, everything else worked out pretty well, and that's about it. So stay tuned.